On 3, 2.
Like you to go a bit. Hard line. Line's good. Hard
All right,
line.
welcome everyone to
Hard line.
stadium coverage of the IG
Real hard.
Managed West Showdown.
Real hard.
Curling Club in
Hard.
Saskatchewan.
Whoa.
My name is Sean Murray. I'm joined by the general manager of the Swiss Curling Club,
Well,
Chris
leave it
Heicher.
out. Leave it out. Leave it out.
Chris, welcome to your first time commentating.
Good, Deuce. Like here, hey?
We have Chris there.
So they shouldn't be able to hear me on air.
See you on the center line.
Michael Kars.
Close enough. I don't know for sure.
Line's nice. Line's nice. Hard, guys. Hard.
Underway with the
Hard toe stop.
first end. Team
Hard toe
Dunstone has
stop.
a hammer.
Hard toe stop.
It's a B event
Okay.
quarterfinal.
Sweet.
Both these teams absorbing one loss.
7/8. Yep. Whoa, clean.
Team Dunstone looking to open
Clean.
up the middle early. This is
Whoa,
Kirk Myers.
Yep.
Peel run back on the guard. Just get the high guard.
Really good throw. Same call.
Guards will just be content to put that guard back right where it was.
Line's nice. Okay, same spot would be good. Line's fine. A little bit more weight. Gotta get to center. Gotta get to center. Hardland it. Hard! 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 Okay, good sweep. 2/3.
Same spot, a little
See you in turn
tighter.
again. Yep.
Hit this right on the right side as we're looking at it. Drive it across the face of the back one. You might actually get all three reds moving. Hit it just right.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean up. Whoa. Yeah. Hard. Great shot.
Pretty good shot. Still gets the guards out of the way. Makes contact.
This is coming up.
But jams and leaves it.
I think so.
Wants to approach this.
Board's probably good, hey? Okay, board.
Hey, Sean, sounds like I'm live on air now and happy to join you for some commentating this afternoon.
Welcome, Chris. I brought you in earlier and you weren't there, so I kind of made myself sound a little foolish, but it's all good. Glad to have you with us.
Excellent. No, like I'd heard you say, this is my first time taking a crack at some commentary. But should be exciting. I know both teams quite well, and we could be in for a good game today.
Go big on the roll, yeah.
Yeah, this Michael Kars team is not really familiar to me. I do see they've played a couple of events this year. They lost the final of the Training Sports Services Curling Classic and
Easy.
made it to the quarters of the SCT Sutherland event, but that's really all they've done this year. So, you said you're familiar with these guys? Are they natives of the current curling club, or where do they come from?
For sure. So these are all Saskatoon boys, and don't be fooled if you don't recognize the name. They're staples on the Saskatchewan Curling Tour, and they typically do well in many of the events that they're in. So I'm sure they'll give Dunstone all they can handle today.
And Dunstone being a Saskatchewan team too, I'm sure they know him and they know not to take him lightly. So yeah, looking forward to this one.
Yeah, I'm not exactly 100% sure on Matty's roots. I think he came from Manitoba at one point, did a stint in Saskatchewan, off to BC, back to Saskatchewan. So been a bit of a tour around the sun for him, but definitely a strong Saskatchewan foursome for sure.
Yes, son. Hard, Aaron. Hard. Okay. Okay.
So the hit is made, but rolled a little bit further than they would have liked that.
Just easy.
So way back there is going to help Team Dunstone more than Team Cars. So, and they didn't remove the Dunstone rock either. So Braden Muscowie going to look for a hit and roll, bring that corner guard into play.
Whoa. Clean. Clean. Yep. Whoa.
That wasn't
Clean.
down, was it?
Whoa. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Whoa. All you get. Hard, 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 hard. Hard. Good. Real good.
Did we not get to that?
Pretty nice shot, even though it's not fully buried. It's covered enough to where it brings a jam possibility into play. I think you can throw quiet weight.
Yeah,
Still
we've got
get to
we've
the
got
nose
a
of
lot,
this.
yeah.
Just throw like a
Let's just hack.
hack to maybe an easy board weight.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
No, that should be good.
You know, we're pretty fortunate here in Swift Current. We have an excellent ice maker in Jason Broughton. We brought in Darren Gress, who's also going to be helping out with the ice in the Olympic trials up in Saskatoon. He's here helping us with the ice, so the curlers aren't for a treat. There's nice swing, it's nice speed, and it sure makes them able to make a lot of shots out there on the ice.
Yeah, I worked one of the games last night, and yeah, it seemed like it was pretty consistent curl in all directions. Players aren't really being surprised a lot by what happens. So it's looking like a really good surface.
Easy, easy. Might have to sweep this, actually.
If you saw me throw an out turn, Sean, I could put you in for a surprise.
Fair enough.
Hard on the roll! Hard on the roll, Fanny!
What a great shot that was, hit and roll behind the corner guard.
Sweet.
Very, very nice
If we
finish,
get the
actually.
double, then
Got to roll behind that. It complicates Dunstone's life a little bit. They can still make the hit on this, but I don't think they can get it all the way to the nose.
yeah.
Maybe trying to possibly get rid of both hands if you
Just
can hit it right.
nose hair high.
Speaking of the Olympic trials, this Matt Dunstone team is qualified for the Canadian Olympic trials. They won their way through the direct entry event. So they've got a lot to practice for, prepare for.
Looks like Matty's got a similar sort of shot here around that corner guard, but like I said, with the nice swing, Matty should have no troubles getting to a piece of it for sure.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Whoa.
Team Cooey versus Team Jacobson. This end is brought to you by.
Oh. Just need to take the
Just
input.
about gets to the
Yeah, I
nose,
think that's what
pushes
we've
straight
got to
back.
play.
Yeah. It's the one.
I think that's what we've got to
Force
play.
Cars to make a play on it too.
That's where we want to
You
hit
have
it.
to be
Just,
really
just here,
careful
right?
about that jam in the back. There's
We can roll a long way.
Dunstone
We
on
probably
it.
do
It's
want to roll
way
away.
over
Yeah.
different zip code on left edge of the sheet. Still biting rings though.
Just want to correct you here, Sean. I know you're from USA, but it's actually in another postal code, not zip code.
Oh dear, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we want to go big on the roll.
For my Canadian view, yeah.
Letters in your postal codes. My fault.
For my Canadian viewers here, yeah, we don't want to be confusing them with y'all Yankee talk down there.
Fair enough.
The same spot as mine. Got to be sweeping it, I think.
Yeah! Real hard!
Real hard!
Real hard!
Just by again. Just back. Ooh.
Half rock, eh? Same throw.
Well,
Yeah.
That's not a good situation, that jamming on that back. Those ones that linger, they can come back to haunt you for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a
Yeah, that
couple
one
feet.
sat there a while, kind of just sort of like you said, lingering back there.
Just
Now,
like not even
a
half.
little mistake, and
Okay.
also
I'm gonna
executes
get-
a good shot here. They
I'm gonna
might
get
be able to
3
open,
feet.
break this game open with a
Okay.
3 in the first end.
Absolutely.
So we call 3 balls field goals up here
Yeah,
in
we
the
didn't really
CFL.
shoot that
I know you guys got a different set of rules down there for
Count
what
one.
you guys play for football, but I think we can agree we're on the same page. Field goal is a 3 points.
Absolutely.
We had Tyler going on it the whole way, and we just barely got by that guard.
Sometimes in league we'll also call it a field goal if you try a double and instead breeze right between the 2 rocks you were trying to hit. That one doesn't score any points, unfortunately.
Clean. 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 Whoa! Clean.
Looks like a good shot. Right on the money for a big 3-banger.
Sorry, guys.
Thanks, guys.
We're on mute here now for this.
No, you're not actually. Just a heads up. Not in this setup.
Okay. No audio still coming through for me, hey?
Let me take a look at that. You can't hear player audio. You, Sean?
No player audio.
I can't stop thinking about something.
What's on your mind?
What if we sold the house in the city and moved up here?
Good thinking, but what if, say, the market drops or one of us gets sick?
Or what if we outlive our savings?
That's a good point. Let's get on a call with Maya and find out.
Of course, these are complex questions. But the great thing is, we can explore your different scenarios in your personalized IG living plan. Let's look at this together. We can make this work for you. You can see the impact on your current net worth, this scenario, compared to your current path.
Is there a way we can help our children with their first home?
How do we begin to plan for the possibility of grandchildren?
Now we're really getting to see how this plan adapts to life's changes.
This is all making sense.
And remember, you can access these same views and monitor your progress whenever you wish.
Thanks, Maya. This plan makes it clear what we need to do.
IG Wealth Management introduces the next generation of financial planning so that the what-ifs won't feel so much like what-ifs anymore.
Mine's nice.
All right, back for the second end. Dunstone opens the game
Hard, guys. Hard.
as well as they'd like.
Okay.
Taking a 3, they kind of snuck up on Team Cars a little bit. Just had an unfortunate jam on their last and left Dunstone with a pretty simple shot. So now they're going to throw the corners, get some offense going, try to get at least some of that back. Don't need to get it all right away. Lots of games still to go.
Good line. Yep, you can go hard line.
So Dustin Kidby here at Lead Rocks. As the Kidby clan always does, he has a great following, and there was a good group of them upstairs in the lounge last night enjoying the festivities and the event, and it's good to see the fan support and to see them come out and cheer on their team.
Yep. 15-5.
Chris, have there been a good amount of fans in attendance at this event? I can see some of them in the windows, but I don't know how it compares, like with COVID still being a thing. I don't know if the attendance is lower than it would normally be right now.
So without question, attendance numbers here are being affected with the current pandemic and the state that COVID's in. I had anticipated that we would have a lot more seats or bums in the seats, but in any event, we have people in the bleachers, people in the stands, and the curlers are loving the atmosphere that this event is providing. So
And it's really nice to the ones that chose not to attend but want to watch online like we're doing here. Huge shout out to Jerry Gertz and for kind of helping to spearhead this. And I know there's other people involved. I don't have the names of everyone, but big team effort to bring this curling stadium set up to fruition. And I'm hearing nothing but rave reviews so far.
Couple names on site for this weekend. James Gordon, Rory McCusker, and John Benton have really been critical in getting this off the ground from our end.
Hard deuce. Hard, you gotta go.
Yeah, I could touch on that for you there, Sean. Jerry has done an excellent job with this curling stadium and what he's doing with this. Definitely it takes a big team to put something like this on. John Benton from Minnesota, he's played a big role on site here. Some of the staff we have, James Gordon from Martinsville, Rory McCusker from Regina. They're all playing a big role in ensuring that this production can go as smooth as it does, and we're able to offer this to all the viewers. So
It's full 12.
So that last shot by Team Dunstone, they attempted to hit the red that's about half open, but they instead wrecked on the guard and actually pushed it out of play, which is a free guard zone violation. So that stone goes back and gives Team Cars a chance to drop another one, and it looks like they're calling a corner freeze.
Got a curl. Are we heavy? Okay, go then, yeah. Hard. Hard. Hard line's good for behind. Hard. Hard, Tyler. Hard. Okay. See it. Good hop.
looks like the sheriff is wanting a downweight hit and roll. That rock's pretty covered there in the back, so this will take some finesse.
And no worries about hitting the guard this time. If they do, they can go wherever out of play. So no guard zone to worry about this time. Probably wouldn't be too sad getting the guard out of the way if it does curl up.
Hard! Come on, Deuce. Keep going, keep going. Great sweep. Pretty good throw, too.
Nice touch there by Kirk Myers.
Excellent shot there by Kirk Myers. Yeah, I believe Kirk Myers joined this team at the start of last year, and I think him and third man Braden Muscowie were trying to rekindle a bit of the magic they had back when they curled in juniors together, and they made it all the way to a Canadian national final, I believe. So trying to rekindle some junior magic, and definitely it shows out on the ice. They do perform. Pretty neat to be curling up in Canada right now. The weather's gorgeous outside. Curlers coming in shorts, throwing on their curling shoes, and coming and putting on a show, making a pile of shots here in Swift Current.
Hard. Just, yeah. Sorry, guys. That was a good throw.
Teams just trading hits behind that corner.
What are you thinking? No, I stopped it. Like,
Team Dunstone trying to get to the center. Team Cars trying to get under the corner. I'm talking about doing something a little different this time.
right? Like, I think it's still a shot. Yeah.
We, the commentators, don't have the player audio and the house on the on-ice audio in our ears, so apologies if we talk over them.
Any of the viewers that know myself, Chris Eichert, they know I have no problems talking over other people, so
so we're safe in that regard.
we're safe. I got us covered. That's just come to expect it when you introduced me on the feed.
Okay. That's just easy. Just. Yeah, Lyndon. We're nose right now. Now we're nosing. Okay. Okay. That's just easy. Just.
Dunstone going to ask his third man, Braden Muscali, play a little hit and roll here. I think he'd like to roll all the way underneath his own 2 yellows. That would cut off any angle to use that red, because there is a slight overlap.
Whoa. Clean. Clean. Whoa. Whoa. All you get. Really good throw. Oh, is this a nightmare out here? Runs galore. Sorry? Great throw. Oh, yeah, that's probably come off the back still and try to get in here. Very nice. Yeah. Almost coming this way, though. Okay, out this board.
Thing again for the hit. Don't know if they're going to try to roll back under their corner or roll towards the center and try to dislodge that overlap, perhaps.
Curl! Curl! Those isn't terrible. Okay.
So to all our viewers tuning in, definitely with the curling stadium and some of the different things we're doing, lots of opportunities to experiment with some different things. So again, my name is Chris Eichert, the general manager. I'm commentating from right behind the sheet to have the best sheet in the ice. So I can give you a wave there. Kind of neat some of the different things that we can do with curling stadium.
And I think that's you we see right back there, Chris.
You're going off the bald spot or the big belly?
I was going off the blue shirt. Jeez.
So again, having a little fun with the commentary for this draw and experimenting with some different things that we can do. I'm going to get myself outside onto the ice with, it looks like, a lot of fans out in the bleachers. And we'll go chat with some of the fans and spectators firsthand and get an update on what their experience is here at the IG Wealth Management Western Showdown.
While Chris goes and does that, we just witnessed a really nice upweight double from Matt Dunstone. Those 2 Reds were close enough together that not difficult to remove them. Loses one of his own, but he's not sad about that. Being down 3, that's going to force the Cars team to play the come around. Try to set up there too.
Yeah, no deeper than full 8. Like some years might travel together. Yeah. 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 Gotta bring a Sharpie so we can mark the rock handle so you can see it as a line call or unwear. Line's good. All you guys.
Supers are on this almost right out of his hand.
Hard line's good. Line's good.
Really nice line. Well managed. Sweepers didn't waste any time jumping on that. That is completely buried.
Just off the middle. Yeah, it's gonna be just smooth.
Looks like Matt is going to size up the run back.
Again, I just want to give a shout out to our ice crew, head ice technician here in Swift Current, Jason Broughton, and his team have done an amazing job with the ice. And the proof is in the pudding when you see them fully buried top 8 foot around a real tight guard. That's just a treat to play on for these curlers.
Most players that would attempt a shot like this would be content simply to just make contact. I can pretty much guarantee you Matt is looking to stick this buried. At the worst, save his shooter in the house so he can get the force of one.
Hard! Hard!
I'd agree with you there,
Takes a run back, but loses a shooter, and that's going to give the Cars team the opportunity to blank and hold the hammer into the third end.
You're bang on there, Sean, with the level of precision with these athletes. It just gets better and better every year. There came a time where back in my day, we were just happy with making contact with the top rock we were running back. Now these guys get mad if they don't dead nut it back on the one they're running it back. So the precision is there, and these athletes sure have upped their game over the years.
No problem. Blank successfully executed. Cars team will keep the hammer looking for some offense in the third end.
Kept you busy that end.
I can't stop thinking about something.
What's on your mind?
What if we sold the house in the city and moved up here?
Good thinking, but what if, say, the market drops or one of us gets sick?
Or what if we outlive our savings?
That's a good point. Let's get on a call with Maya and find out.
Of course, these are complex questions. But the great thing is, we can explore your different scenarios in your personalized IG living plan. Let's look at this together. We can make this work for you. You can see the impact on your current net worth, this scenario, compared to your current path.
Is there a way we can help our children with their first home?
How do we begin to plan for the possibility of grandchildren?
Now we're really getting to see how this plan adapts to life's changes.
This is all making sense.
And remember, you can access these same views and monitor your progress whenever you wish.
Thanks, Maya. This plan makes it clear what we need to do.
IG Wealth Management introduces the next generation of financial planning so that the what-ifs won't feel so much like what-ifs anymore.
So third end underway. Still a 3-0 lead. Team Dunstone leading Team Cars. Team Cars blanking the second end. Gonna try to get something going in the third end. They have their corner guard set up. Pretty similar setup to the last end, actually. Center guard by Dunstone. Corner guard by Cars.
Chatting, Jason, can I ask you some questions?
Okay, yeah. That'll work.
It's not good because I just want to ask about this setup and all
Line's
that.
perfect.
But if we're not
Fight the floor. Line. Oh, it's got to stop now.
All good.
Yep, go ahead. That was 14. I got 14 on that. Gotta come here.
Dustin Kidby's done his job for the end. Nice center guard. Right, come around to the top of the 8-foot.
Fighting 8 foot.
Force the freeze attempt from Cars.
You know, you could put that saying on repeat because we hear that a lot. Dustin Kidby doing his job for his end. Deuce has been an excellent lead his whole career and a perfectionist, and he's one of the best in the business at the lead stone position.
And then panic sweep to get it top 8. Line's real nice.
It's an invaluable part of any top team is having a lead that can get you set up, because if you don't get set up right, you're not really going to have anything to finish into. So it's nice to watch.
Let's unlock him if we can. Freeze is good. Top 12.
Well, the sheriff has no problem putting some rocks in play this end. It looks like he's going to force the issue.
Yeah, I don't think he would care to allow another blank. I think he'd like to, as you say, force the action, try to force Cars to score. Hopefully, just one, and then he'll get the hammer back with a lead.
Sorry, that's my phone.
Try to force
Ignore
Cars
that.
to score.
No, we can't.
Sorry, guys.
That's good, Kirk. Shot.
So, Sean, is that where he was wanting that rock, or was he trying to get just to the inside of that redstone there?
To get to the inside.
I thought he was trying to get as close to the nose as possible. I actually thought, I may have mistakenly thought, that they were trying to tap that and unlock it a little bit, and allow that red to be removed. But the way it's lined up now, you could nose or even get a little inside to the right as we're looking at it. Roll into the garden, you might be able to get both of these yellows flying and sit 2 reds buried.
Okay. Sack then.
This game is such not only is it chess on ice, but it's geometry and pretty near calculus at some points with all the different angles that the guys have to look at out there. It's a game of inches and a game of angles that these athletes are perfecting out there.
Linden, hard. Hard. Wall in the roll. Gotta sit. Okay, Aaron. Okay, not bad.
Definitely did not hit that one in the spot they were hoping for. They wanted to get much more of that, the kind of roll under, but instead it hits it thin, leaves both yellows around.
Yeah. This is probably smart. No.
So the sheriff here discussing a few different options. Why wouldn't he try to make a play on that rock on the center line up front? Why would he be going after this rock way out in the wings that seems like it's in a different postal code, if you will?
I would say probably because it's easier to deal with. Knowing that Dunstone, knowing he doesn't have the hammer, he doesn't want to leave too many opponent stones in the rings. This one's a lot easier to remove, and any play that Cars makes on it might group their reds and maybe leave a double of some sort. So you might see, if it was later in the end, you might see Dunstone go after that one, but I like going after the open one. Keep things simple for him and make Cars work for their points.
Harder. Can we just draw it? I think so. Yeah, right here. Just biting 8 foot. Yeah. Half an 8 foot's good.
You guys still there?
So they talked about a couple of options. Playing the draw, which they're doing. They also talked about maybe driving the red onto the yellow shot stone and rolling the shooter, but I think the draw is better. It establishes another stone under cover.
Line's real good.
It's an easier shot. They don't need to deal with those yellow Dunstone rocks just yet. It's fairly early in the end.
Okay, nice shot. A little deep.
Or is this easier for you? Okay. This one's about a quarter rock lower. So it's half rock is probably the thickest you can hit. Into here's, yeah. If you're seeing that. Yep.
So looking for the straight run back. Drive this back to try to pick that buried stone out. Lose the one they're running back to. Try to make both of these go. Wasn't that far off, but hits it on the wrong side. Jams on Dunstone rock and leaves another one there. And now so I think we'll see Team Cars make a play on this situation in the center. Drive the red onto the buried shot stone. Roll the shooter away under that, to the left as we're looking at it, underneath that yellow Dunstone rock.
Whoa! Close. Linden hard! Hard Linden! Hard to the rock! Hard to the rock!
Got a curl.
Just a little outward motion. Okay. Okay, get good weight. Just a little outward motion.
Or is it this, Moss?
Okay.
I think that's
His
the
weight
shot.
was good, so.
Half.
Yeah. No, that's what.
Just half.
That's what saved us there. Was he had good weight.
Didn't quite work the way they wanted. It's not a bad leave because they do have 3 reds in the house, but they would have liked to have removed at least one of those Dunstone rocks from play.
Just half.
Yeah, I don't. That's. Not sure if he catch that on that. Maybe.
Clean. 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 Whoa. Just clean. Clean. Whoa. No, can't. Can't ever. Good. Real good shot.
Just gets enough to remove the redstone. Now sitting 2. Dunstone in a much more comfortable position now than they were before.
Hey, what you can see.
Your run back curled more than that.
Yep! Yep! Gotta go the whole way! Hard! Hard!
Yeah.
Hard! Hard! No.
Oh, that's.
Looked like it touched
Not a good time to wreck there.
foot, yeah.
I think we just leave it. Just leave it. At least it gives me a run back now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm wondering if this is the one. No, it's not at all. Nose is better.
Yeah, we just gotta fight.
I wonder if this is the best shot. I got something over there. We're in here. I think I like this. I think so.
Still a little.
You can throw a high guard on it.
Yeah, we got fortunate.
Yeah. Let's take that with you.
So looking to hit this, but just talking about what they want to happen after that.
Easy.
Do they want to roll in, roll out?
Easy rate. I think nose
They
is
want to
one, but
clunk into the buried stone and push it to the side maybe. Probably don't want to do that, I would think.
fine.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of options here. Definitely without the hammer, they're wanting to keep those rocks as close to the center as possible, I would assume.
You can get that rock off the
this.
Freeze to the back.
Did that rock pick, Sean?
I guess it must have, because I can't imagine they were actually playing a tap of any sort. That overcurled a long way. They spent the whole time talking the hit, so it must have grabbed or made a hard turn or something funny.
We're getting clipped with all those rocks in play now. What do we got? 4, 5, 6, 7. We're getting close to the point where you almost need an abacus to count all these rocks in play.
It didn't really work out too bad for Team Dunstone. They are sitting 3.
Somebody's got to work a sundial in for the clock at some
Take
point.
a really good shot to even have a hope of setting up 2 here for Team Cars.
Is curling kind of like the World Series poker, like chip in a chair? With curling, is it just a hope and a prayer, or how does that work?
Oh boy, I'm sure there are many times where you're out there and just, I'm going to try this and just hope it happens. So yeah, that's as good as anything.
Hope and a prayer in curling. That's been my whole curling career. So.
Easy! Easy! Yeah.
Does it ever make sense to throw firm at this and roll it into that?
I called them off. Well, it looked like we needed to be off for sure.
I'm just trying to think of how to make this roll.
So they make the hit on the partially buried rock, roll to the center. It's not difficult for Dunstone to remove. I think if they play a hit and roll a little bit to the left as we're looking at it, get at least part ways under that corner guard, I think they'll be in good shape to force Cars to draw for 1.
Yeah, I think so.
Another foot over.
Yeah.
And that's got to be Team Dunny's goal, I would assume, is to get the force and get that hammer back in their hands.
Yeah. Easy right there. Trying to hit thick half.
You have a fair bit of room to roll to. I think as long as you stay full 8 foot and remain out counting that red on the far right over there, stay sitting 3. It'll be a force, whether it's buried or way past buried.
Yeah, I got more still. Yeah. Clean her twice. Clean. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Whoa.
That elusive Manitoba tuck coming from the Sheriff here in N3.
So that is one thing I am kind of finding myself wondering is why is Dunstone called the Sheriff? Where does that come from?
Good question. I do know one thing, though, is he plays the online curling, fly or die curling, and I believe his name on there is the Sheriff. And I don't think you want to mess with all 5'2" of the Sheriff. So.
Fair enough. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, it's a long-running nickname. I don't know how far it goes back, but it's a thing. Dunstone was playing that game 10 years ago.
I'm not heavy, Aaron.
You know, unfortunately for Dunny there, standing beside the Jolly Green Giant, Braden Muscowie, It never helps. Never helps. You feel like you're a big man. I stand by Braden and just feel like a little boy. He is a big human.
I feel like everybody feels small standing next to Braden.
Well, the boys are on the scrub here. They got to get her there.
I think they managed to get it there.
And that's a single point. Commercial. Let's take this moment. Alrighty, gentlemen, time to start having a little more fun this next end.
Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With SaskTel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you, and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. SaskTel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit SaskTel.com/sponsorships.
How strong is your financial plan? At IG Wealth Management, our Living Plan Snapshot gives you a financial well-being score that details how prepared you are to adapt to all of life's changes. Find out your score today at ig.ca. Get your tickets now at curling.ca.
Line's perfect. I got good.
All right, back for the fourth end. Team mission accomplished for Team Dunstone that last end. Forced a draw for one by Team Cars. Now has the hammer up 2.
Line's nice. Beach, how you doing? Grinding away. Just a one. One on the center line's good. It's good. Top 8.
Down two without hammer. So we see the two centers go up for Team Cars. They have to force the action, keep play to the middle. At worst, hold Dunstone to a score of 1 if they can't quite set up a steal.
Good. Good. No, line's good. We either got to be top button or top 8 here. Okay. This is good. Yeah, right to here. I think just let this curl forever, guys. It's really good. It's a really good shot. Very nice, dude. 14-6.
A couple of real nice come-arounds there from Dustin. Again, setting his team up for a good amount of success.
2, yeah. Yeah, it looked hard the whole way.
Maybe would have liked that maybe a few inches higher. Still pretty good shot. Forces a very precise draw from Carr's team.
All you guys, just top button. Well then. Mine's all you guys. Whoa. Whoa.
Looks like this needs to curl and stop.
Good.
Very nice.
Sweet. Think just single peel.
No surprise, 2-point lead with hammer. Dunstone's going to ask Kirk Myers to just peel off the center guard.
Clean.
Just the high one. No need to get cute trying to get rid of multiples.
Shot.
Put it back.
Team Cars will reestablish that guard. Might see a couple rounds of guard peel. See if anyone does anything in the rings at some point later in the end, but no real need to at this early stage.
Just to center. Just to center. Higher the better. Line's fine. Whoa. Yeah, Linda, you go a little bit. Yeah. Just get it to center. Get it to center. Okay.
Again with the peel, Kirk Myers.
Clean.
So with the hammer and being up 2, is Kirk trying to keep this end as clean as possible?
Yeah, I would say so. That's probably the right strategy. That's what I'd be doing. Cars will be trying to keep things as dirty as possible, as cluttered as possible up front. There's no real need for them to do anything differently.
Linden in. It's coming. Line's okay. Center if you can.
Big shout out to the title sponsor of this event, IG Wealth Management, who's partnered with the Swift Current Curling Club to be able to put on such a great event here in Swift Current. We're very fortunate to have them as a partner and a supporter.
Just clean. Whoa.
Now Braden Muscowy's turn to make the peel. No mistake.
I almost think we do it again on Moss. Someone's got to be comfortable with it. Yeah.
Team Car's still content to throw guards. They might see, I don't know if at some point in the next shot or two, if a guard is made, you might see Dunstone play that short slash on their stone that's partially open onto the red Cars rock. Maybe switch gears a bit. We'll see.
Where are we? 3? Okay, line's okay. Okay. Fine.
I think if we peel, he's playing intern freeze into here, right? So yeah, whatever you're seeing, you can't hit it too thin. Right? Yeah, right here is dead nut.
Yeah, I think they're looking at it now, actually.
Yeah, for sure. Whatever weight you're comfortable nutting it in here.
It's got to roll off.
So are they making the switch here? They were quite defensive by peeling those guards, but by making that slash, you're now going on the offense. You're saying it's time to score some points?
Yeah, I would say this is a good time to do it. And you can't see all of this rock, but you can actually see more than you need to make this shot. You only need to hit maybe a quarter to a thin third. So I don't mind this.
Clean up.
Sean, I thought you were going to tell me that you only needed to hit a couple inches, and I was going to have to correct you and say that's 5 centimeters, sir.
No, I'm trying to be mindful of my Canadian listeners.
That's a good shot.
So actually hits a little too much, doesn't quite remove the Cars rock from the house, but gets it out from under cover, which was an important step too. But the only problem is they left a little bit of a pocket. Cars team could maybe try a draw or a raise if they wanted. They're looking at trying to make a roll in. That's doable with very quiet weight. Could also look at just the intern come around too.
You do that more often.
Well, like we started the game here, but
one of those ones too.
we
Probably could have
overcurl
played it
the
to
guard,
flash
right?
it, I guess.
Yeah, and we have to overcurl the guard.
Ladies and gentlemen tuning in, it is a Saskatchewan Rough Rider game day today. And the Saskatchewan Rider Pride, typically we don the green jerseys on game day. So there's a good chance with the spectators in the back floating by, they'll be wearing their green. It's the sport of our Saskatchewan Rough Riders that play in the Canadian Football League.
Makes it perfect. I can double peel. It's an easy score.
Top button.
Looks like they've settled on that intern draw, it appears.
You're going to try and put this one back more or less where their last stone was. They can make a good one here. It's going to be tough to get at.
How do you get Moss?
Set.
Pretty nicely done. That was the risk with Dunstone switching gears and trying that slash, is if it wasn't made quite right, and even if it was made good, this shot might have still been there. And now it is, and there is no slash, and there's really no access to it.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Well, it's almost steal. I got to throw it away and hope it's only. Yes.
No, you couldn't.
What did we have? Draw to the button was there? I think that's got to be close. Yep. I think once we're on 3/4, if we can try and bounce anything. Okay. High 14s.
So I think the best Matt can do here is just basically follow that in, sit on top of it, and then hope he's got some kind of a run he can play on his last one.
And I think that's exactly what Dunny's thinking. He enjoys throwing those run backs in the upweight hit, and he is very accurate. He might be looking to get another field goal here if the opportunity presents itself.
Felt there. Off then. Clean. Yes. Hard! Hard!
Oh, gotta go hard. Oh, didn't quite have the weight in Rex.
Come in again? No, I don't think so. It gets us third.
Yeah, like
Time to lock another one on top, you figure?
Absolutely. You just threw it, you know the line. Drop another one in there. I mean, this way. You could even cross the face and get a little bit low, sort of under both guards, and then I don't really know if Matt's going to have a shot to score if you make that correctly.
Would you ever just throw up a guard in that hole there?
Yeah, he could probably get.
Yeah, you could. You could. The only risk there is that Matt's rock that he just threw is sitting on the left over there waiting to be run in, and if you just guard, that could potentially be run and stuck maybe for two. So I would be bringing another one in for sure, no question.
Yeah, anywhere in this pass, but yeah.
Definitely being down 3-1, Cars is looking to get back in this game and going hard for a steal, would sure help their causes.
Right on top. Really, anything on that center line?
I think in a perfect world, you'd probably like to be lined up, frozen dead on your own. You could afford to be top four-ish, maybe not all the way to it, but ideally you're right to it. Maybe you could cross the face a bit, sit a little bit low, and then have the angle set up to where any hit on that top one would go over into the yellow Dunstone rocks.
Hard line line's real good. Hard! Hard line's real good. All you guys now.
Just like that.
Sweet.
We're second shot, eh? I think we're just throwing it away. Yeah, he still scores one then. We're second shot. Oh, are we? Okay. Yeah.
I don't know about you, Sean, but I almost think you toss this one to the boards, cut your losses, give up your one, and keep your hammer going into the next end.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't see a shot to score. I mean, I'm hoping that they are only sitting one. I can't really be sure.
Well, with lots of smiles on the faces and chuckling going down the ice, I think this one should be going to the boards. Or what the heck? Let's throw an absolute scud at this one out in the other zip code here and make some noise.
Yeah, why not?
We thought that 7 and deuces.
I almost jumped the board and knocked the broom off of Braden's head off Braden's broom.
Maybe I'll take deuces 1 if he's.
Welcome to saying yes. Welcome to possibility. To a future where it's not either or, but yes and. Welcome to the kind of thinking that changes with your life, priorities, goals, even the unexpected. Welcome to a plan that isn't set in stone. Welcome to shaking things up, to proactive thinking. Welcome to a plan that's so flexible, it's alive. Welcome to the IG Living Plan, where you can see your whole financial picture synchronized by your IG Wealth Management consultant. Welcome to a team that sticks with you through the changes ahead. Welcome to choices, options, and providing you with more than one solution. Welcome to foresight, rethinking things, and finding scenarios that work for you. At IG, we share all the changes in your life. We're there with you through the challenges and the successes. Because the real wealth in life is being able to embrace more of life's possibilities. Welcome to a new way to see wealth. IG Wealth Management. Welcome change.
With SaskTel sponsorships, we get to be a part of your community. SaskTel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sastel.com/sponsorships.
So it was just a steal of 1 for Team Cars. Oh, well-earned steal of 1. Basically set up by the decision by Dunstone to, instead of peel a guard, they try to slash on a buried Cars rock to sit 2. Made it okay, but set up a pocket, and Cars, no mistake, came right around, froze on the, basically covered the dead center of the button, and that's the one that ended up going on the scoreboard.
Tyler in. Tyler in. Carl. Yeah, okay. No, it's straightening up a little bit.
Dustin Kidby looking to hit and roll away, stay in the rings, but just go way over to the side.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Yep. Whoa. It's good, Deuce.
Comes up a little more than they planned. Gets to the nose. Not a bad shot.
Hack!
It's important that the Cars team keeps their stones in play in the house here.
Yep.
I feel like if given the opportunity,
Hard.
Dunstone would love to blank this end.
Easy. Whoa, easy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Lean in hard. Okay.
Scoring 2 or blanking end, I'm assuming, is the goal.
Clean. Yep. Hard then.
Hard. Hard. Whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Kirk makes the hit and rolls to the center, but unfortunately slips behind the button. Not really the best spot for that one to end up. That gives Team Cars something to draw and freeze to.
Okay, line's good. To see you guys. Okay, landing in at the end here. We got tons of room. Okay. Now we're 13-9. Okay, Aaron.
Freeze slides right by. Missed opportunity there.
Good. Go ahead. Line will be good. Get a rope. Go ahead.
Looks like Dunstone's made the decision to
Switch and go.
go ahead and go aggressive, push the offense, maybe try to get a two, of, maybe even a three of their own.
Hard. Far as you can. Hard. Second piece.
Didn't quite have the legs, didn't curl enough. There's a double there for Team Cars if they want to take it on.
Yeah, just off nose. Yeah. Yep. Whoa, whoa. Lyndon. Ah. Okay, that's fine, Tyler.
Stuffs it and loses their own in the back.
Just less ice still.
Didn't quite hit that one right.
Yeah. You're not getting any finish.
I almost want to be half open top 8.
No, it was fine. Like that's
In a perfect world, if
twice
you're here.
now you've thrown hack in that exact same spot, and you're not getting any finish.
What?
It's not the end of the world.
With that one being fully buried, I think Dunstone smells a little bit of potential blood in the water. Gonna stay aggressive, bring a second one in. See if he can force the error out of the Cars team.
Roop. Line's good. Line's good. Where are we, guys? Just lock it on here. Lock it on. Yep. Right to it. Yep. Hard, hard, hard. That's good. Great job. Good sweep, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Nothing wrong with it. Just top button.
Couple lemons hiding
A
behind
little
those
bit
guards
scary
there.
for Cars. Dunstone has the hammer sitting 2 buried. And Cars trying a corner freeze. It's really important that you throw this one to the sweepers. Let them manage it. It's all about placing this one right. A little bit short is not that bad.
Even back here is not terrible. Back here.
This has a lot of curling to do.
Yeah, we're heavy, yeah. Okay. Even back here is not terrible.
Weight was pretty much perfect on that, but it sure didn't curl as much as they thought. Not really even close to buried.
Okay.
Dunstone looking to hit this. He definitely wants to roll away.
No,
from
that
the
is
center.
wide open and gives them a chance to.
Whoa, clean. Whoa. Clean. Whoa, whoa. No. No.
Should.
It's really close.
Should, Aaron.
Good shot. You're good.
Was the plan to ever try to hit and flop behind those yellows as well?
Sorry?
I don't think so, because I'm pretty sure it would have rolled behind the team line and given a bigger pocket to the team Cars. So I think roll away was the call all the way.
That's how you got it.
Well, we were here.
Cars going to try again to make this
Carve another one in there.
come around freeze, trying to corner freeze onto the shot rock there. Trying to get the ice in the right spot. In the last attempt at this, under curled significantly.
I'll try and knot it into there.
Keeping in mind out in the left coast, postal code area there's that lemon hiding back there, and Dunstone certainly would like to see his yellows compiling in the rings for that big shot at the end.
And that lemon is hiding behind an apple. Got to watch for it.
I think I almost try and chase this no matter what.
Lyndon in. Lyndon, you're in.
14-4 for all.
This one looks like it's a little strong.
Don't think so.
He had a better read on the line, but again, as I was saying on the last attempt on this one, it's really important to throw that kind of shot to the sweepers and let them place it. That would be perfectly fine if that was top 4, but because it's slid all the way to the back button, it's really not doing much for him. Matt can hit this and roll away and sit 3. Cars is only going to have one more chance to try to save this out.
Hard then. Whoa. Hard! Hard! Gotta go! Hard!
Freeze on the inside, hey? Yeah. Yeah.
Seems like that pocket there.
I would have liked to have rolled away a little more than that, but it rolled far enough to where it's not really much of a pocket. It's going to be basically the same shot for Cars.
We're here, you can get it out.
cars can get one half to 3/4 buried on the top of the button, I think he'd be sitting fairly good.
Just on the lightest side of half.
Although it's risky with all those yellows in the rings. It's one big shot away from a big end.
Okay. We just want to.
Yeah, it's scary to be throwing a shot like this when you don't have the hammer, and all of the shot rocks are all the wrong color. But I mean, you're kind of in for a penny, in for a pound at this point. I think even if a good come around is made, you still might see Matt try to take on some kind of run back to try and score multiples.
Is this a hair last, hey?
Just a wild kill at the curling stone. Yep.
I want to end up right in the hole.
Anything, Moss? Yep, yep, yep.
Oh man.
Oh.
Same shot. Yeah, it's a same shot. Give you the same weight, I think.
I agree. I think same idea this morning.
How's that look?
I had you have room less on the last one.
This was here on the.
Yeah. We swept it the whole way though, so I don't hate that.
This I think will be really good. Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Curled more? I don't know. Moved a little more, I guess. I don't know.
Again, pretty nice read on the line and the weight, and just not a real hard finish like we were seeing last night. I mean, that was pretty good, but it sits right in that hole there, and now Matt can just hack the board, make contact, score a 3 or maybe even a 4, really break this game open.
What's 4 points worth in an NFL football game?
Getting 4 points in an NFL football game is pretty hard. Only way to do that is 2 safeties.
I see. We have the famous rouge up here in the CFL, and there's multiple ways to create 4 using that single point rouge.
Rouge, nice.
Clean. Whoa.
Pretty nice looking shot here. A mistake right on the money. That's a huge score of 4 for Team Dunstone. They take a commanding lead.
The sheriff means business. Well, my apologies, gentlemen. I have a terrible picture on the device I'm using. Can't hear the audio, so definitely enjoyable, but
you're doing the best you can, Hiker.
You're right, yeah.
Just so you know, you are live to air still. Yeah, we're learning. And I think that's something you can tell the fans at home when we get out of the commercials.
Sounds good.
That you know, we're testing some things out. We're trying things. We're trying to see what's possible, and you know, from there this product develops. So
correct.
Bear with us, please. Is sort of the thing. You don't have to respond to me as I talk to you either. I got you.
Leaving us to navigate our way with what-if questions.
What if we sold the house in the city and moved up here?
I know it's hard.
Market drops.
Imagine a holistic plan that allows you to consider and adjust for every possible scenario. At IG Wealth Management, we call this the living plan. Does your plan answer all your what-if questions? Introducing the next generation of...
You got it, Murray. Don't talk to the producer. That's a good rule.
Yep. Line's good. Good. Sweet.
All right, back to it for the 6th end. Matt Dunstone, Michael Kars, yeah, IG Wealth Management, Western Showdown. Dunstone with a big score of 4 last end now has a commanding 7-2 lead, and Kars' team is really going to have to pull out all his stops here, try to get some serious offense going.
Yep. Whoa, clean. Yep. Yes. Hard. Real hard. Hard roll.
Being down like 5 points like this, Kars is definitely going to have to take
Great shot.
a bunch of risks now in order to generate rocks in play and generate himself some offense. Alrighty, if you
It's tough to do when you've got a team that is as good as defending a lead as Dunstone is. They'll tick stuff out of the way, they'll peel stuff out of the way. They've got to be one of the hardest teams to come back from, especially a deficit of this size.
Well, I'm going to go and hit replay on what we had said before, and there's Deuce doing his job in the front end, keeping it clean, keeping it clear, and really setting Matt Dunstone up for a clean end here.
Whoa. This is where it stops. Throws.
Smooth.
So what they did last time was they ticked the Kars corner guard into the rings, just push it into the rings because you can't remove it, which now allows on the 5th rock of the end, they can just peel this one out because it's in the paint. You see a lot of teams do that, except, little mistake there.
That rock's got away about as much as the old sheriff does back there, but
Spiting 8.
I do like how he just picked it up. Like it was coming through and missed, and I'm just going to pick this up. Like that was kind of cool. I've never seen anybody do that before.
All you guys, Spiting 8. Line's nice.
that is an uncharacteristic miss for Kirk. He's normally bang on with that upweight shots of his.
Line's good.
But that's what the Kars team is going to need in order to get back into this game. Execution, and you're going to have to get fortunate. You're going to need some misses from Team Dunstone.
That's right. It's just about staying patient, creating opportunities for yourself. They did get a miss already, and you probably need a few more. But that's all you can do is just stay with it, stay within your system, do what you can.
What Team Kars needs is Chris Heichert playing with them, because they would definitely get their misses then. Kars needs me playing for Dunstone for the second half of this game. I'd get him some misses.
So I think I can see how Kirk Myers set it up. He breezed the first one just so he could make the double on his second one. I see how it is.
And what a pistol that is. You know what? When you miss that first one, you have no options on your second shot. You got to make a pistol, and Kirk Myers did just that.
Line's fine.
I know it's tough as an opponent
All you guys.
when you get a break and then a double like that comes, and it just kind of takes a bit of the deflates your sail a little bit.
Line's nice. Yep. Go. Hard.
But as long as Kars has that corner guard up,
Really nice.
they got opportunity to get some rocks into play here.
Yeah, I think you always have to expect that even when a team as top level as this Dunstone team, even when they miss, they're probably not going to have back-to-back misses, and you just, you do the best you can. And if they make a great one on their second one, then you tip your cap and say, hey, nice shot. That's all you can do, but you just keep doing what you got to do. Keep guarding this, and at least get your 2, and see what happens.
The Jolly Green Giant isn't going to make that very easy. He's going to be throwing peels in the high heat all day. Just want to thank all our viewers for being patient, tuning in today and being patient with us, definitely with the SaskTel Curling Stadium here in Swift Current. We are piloting a lot of new opportunities and ways in which that Curling Stadium can roll out live stream curling to all the viewers. So definitely, as we work through things to roll this out, we thank you for your patience and appreciate you tuning in today.
Yeah, Iron, yeah. Hard.
Yeah, this is a really amazing setup that's being developed here and still kind of built out. There are still things being worked on. There are still bugs being worked out. But as we learn, it's going to get better and better. And we're already getting a lot of rave reviews from people. So it's only going to get better as we go, as we learn. And you'll figure out what works, figure out what doesn't, make things better. It's an exciting time. It's a really, really cool setup here.
Please ask people to share it on social media as well, blocks if you can. I forgot to remind you of that. Share it to their Facebook pages, share it on Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff.
I know one thing that we're trying to ask people to do is whenever a broadcast is happening, whenever you get the link and you're watching yourself, share it. Get other people to watch. Share it on your YouTubes, share the YouTube feed on your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, whatever you have. The more people we have watching, the more exciting it'll be. More fans we can bring to curling, and it's a really cool thing. Everyone should check it out if they get the chance.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's neat what you can do with technology these days, and you can be sitting in your hot tub in your backyard live streaming on any device, mobile device, tablet that you have. So it's neat what technology's done for us, and we're just thankful Curling Stadium is taking a leap to be able to provide this to people that want to tune in and give us options to see some of the top teams in the world out there curling inside curling clubs such as the Swift Current Club here in southwest Saskatchewan. Big shout out to SaskTel for partnering with Curling Stadium and the Swift Current Curling Club to really help us pilot this project and get it off the ground, especially here in Swift Current. Sponsorship goes a long ways, and partnership goes a long ways in the sport of curling in order for us to keep continuing offering services such as this and providing top-tier events such as the one here in Swift Current. Oh, I missed my opportunity last end for my Vic router. Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Was that Vic Router, or was it that guy that shouts "goal" at the international soccer matches?
Oh, it looks like Chris Heichert is out on the sheet curling this afternoon with another airmail. You know what? We got to poke and prod these boys. Those are two uncharacteristic misses from the Dunstone team, but it just goes to show that it can happen. So opportunity here for Michael Kars if he can wrap one around here in the top of the house, and he's definitely looking to generate himself a skipper's deuce.
Yeah, misses happen at any level, and at this level, perhaps most importantly, it's really, really key to follow a miss with a make. If you get an error out of the opponent, you absolutely have to capitalize. Oh, just by. Now it needs to stop.
Sweet.
Only got a tough half, so I could take something like that.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm not sure I'll quit my day job, but if things ever go south, I think maybe a career in commentating. They say I have the perfect face for radio, so.
Well, even one, yeah. One is handshake.
That's something to say about myself all the time. But I will say, for a first-time commentator, I think you've acquitted yourself admirably. I think you're pretty good at it.
The natural smartass.
Well, you just wanted it all in one hand.
It looks like the sheriff here is going to try to.
Well, we've had misses out of them, you know. Well, and then we followed it up with misses ourselves.
Just going to follow that one in, freeze on it, and force the one from cars.
Well, yeah, and then we had a chance to cut the. How many chances did we? Yeah. No, exactly.
No mistake on that one.
Like we're talking this? Huh? Sorry, what are you seeing?
Well, the scoreboard is really the only reason that they're even looking at this. Down 5. They know that drawing for 1 really isn't going to do much to help their chances of getting back into this game. But obviously, this shot here, this is a hard way to go trying to get 2.
Well, I'm thinking we just got to get it into here. I know, but then our shooter's going to bugger off. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. One's no good. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Both teams fill up.
They're going to give it a go, and I don't blame them for thinking that they need to do this. They probably do. One won't do it. So just going to run this back, not at a lot of speed.
The only thing
Across the face a little bit, punch the yellow out the back, and try to hold the shooter on the side of the house to the right over there.
Just straight backboard and close our eyes, cross our fingers.
It's there, but it's just very difficult.
Okay, just board weight. Wow. Nah, not even close.
Not made, and I believe that's going to be the game. Yep, fist bumps. So Team Dunstone will pick up the win. It's going to go down as an 8-2 win. That's going to do it for us on this particular broadcast. There are other games going that anybody can check out if they want. But Chris, it was a pleasure. Thanks for joining me on this.
Well, thanks for putting up with me here in this game, and I'll definitely work on things, and hopefully you hear me back on air sooner than later. I got lots to say, as everybody knows, and I'm just looking for an avenue to say it in.
Sounds good. For Jerry Gertz, John Benton, and everyone else that's helping run Curling Stadium, Sean Murray signing off.
At IG Wealth Management, we are focused on comprehensive financial planning, and investments are a critical component. Our goal is to maximize risk.
All right, you're good now. You're good to talk now.
To select the world's best
Yeah. Now you can talk, Chris.
Good job. Well done, guys.
Is Chris still around? Maybe he's gone.
Yeah. Nicely done, Murray.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna accumulate this and try and get everybody paid something out. However I can. Paying Americans is a pain in the ass, but I'll figure something out.
No hurry.
But yeah, it's a great help, and if you're interested in doing more, it's certainly something. Well, that timing was good.
Wow, time to cut the grass.
Anyways, yeah, if you're interested in doing more, yeah, I think we're gonna put a little bit of cash into it just to incentivize it, and try and develop something.
Sure. Yeah, I'd be up for that.
Awesome. Anyways, thanks, Sean. Take care.
Man. Take care later.
That's it. Cheers.
Because it considers which companies are less risky and best positioned to grow. For example, we can avoid companies with negative environmental risks while favoring those bringing a positive impact. When assessing social factors, companies that treat their employees, communities, and supply chain partners well typically perform better. Companies with transparent policies, diverse boards, and greater accountability tend to demonstrate good governance and better decision-making. Sustainable investing also doesn't mean sacrificing returns. In fact, companies with strong ESG practices have either met or outperformed traditional investments. In partnering with world-leading asset managers, we will continue to provide exclusive investment solutions to our clients. Our continuous oversight process provides the peace of mind, knowing that as your life evolves and markets shift, your IG Wealth Management consultant can proactively rebalance your portfolio. By investing sustainably, we remain committed to driving positive change in your wealth and the world, now and for future generations. For more information, please speak with your IG Wealth Management consultant.
Saskatchewan, you know SaskTel, because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. You are what matters most. With SaskTel sponsorships, we get to be a part of your community. From the dance competitions, to the rodeos, to helping discover and embrace technology across the province, we're here with you, and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. Every year, SaskTel contributes nearly $3 million to approximately 1,000 nonprofits, charities, associations, and events in more than 200 communities across Saskatchewan. So keep dancing, keep laughing, keep discovering, and we'll be there to help, to lend a hand, and join in the fun. SaskTel cares. Always has, always will, because we are dedicated to our home. To apply for sponsorship, visit sastel.com/sponsorships.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Get your tickets now at curling.ca.